Good evening, Thomas. You probably know that we've all been debating the best Celtic 11 during the Jim Craig CSC era, and I've had the privilege of picking the man between the sticks. For me, it's been Big Fraser, just pipping the holy goalie narrowly. But for you, I always knew that the number one keeper we've had has been Magnus Hedman. It has absolutely nothing to do with footballing ability and everything to do with his missus Magdalena. We always know that you always had a wee twinkle in your eye, looking for her in the crowd, and you always wanted the opportunity to see if the People's Spoon could work its magic with her. But to say you were gutted when Magnus was sold is a bit of an understatement. So for the club, the number one has been Fraser, but for you, it's always Magdalena Hedman. Tom, you're always in our thoughts, our hearts, our minds, and our prayers at this time. And keep fighting, mate, and keep the faith. And as I say, we're thinking of you. All the best, Tom. Thank you.
Hi, Tom. Mickey here. Wishing you all the best. I get right back in the team. There's been some great right backs played for Celtic over the years. There's our own Jim Craig, fantastic footballer. Reached the pinnacle with Celtic and won the European Cup. Danny McGrain, probably the best right back ever. I think Danny would be my choice. Just thinking about who you would pick, I think you would be a Chaduri man. Listen, God bless you, Tom. See you soon, mate. Slan.
Hiya, Tom. It's Rory here. Just like everybody else in the club, thinking of you at the minute. I'm sat here in honour of you in my England top. It's definitely an England top. Got, 3 lions on the shirt. What more do you want? This guy here, Tommy Gemmell, that's our best left back we've ever had. But I'm reminded of time you emailed me, God, about 10 years ago now. I still have it. Let me show you it. Give me a second. Here's the email, Tom. You remember this? You didn't want to put it up with the WhatsApp group at the time, but you were loving Edson Braithwaite. Oh, you thought he was going to be an absolute legend for us if we could sign him on a perm. But wasn't to be, Tom. Wasn't to be. Oh, that's Edson. Wasn't quite all that, Tom. Anyway, best of luck. We're all thinking of you at the minute. Take care. Bye.
Hi, Mr. Hunter. How you doing? Tom McCluskey here. Just a quick message to let you know that we're all thinking about you, and we hope everything goes well, and you're keeping a good spirits. So I was asked to choose a centre back. I suppose we went back over 20 years, and I've been trying to work out who would be good and who's my favourite player, and I suppose it was Johan Mjällby was my favourite player, and then I was asked to actually pick the one that you would probably pick. So I thought I better actually go for somebody that can play a bit of football, because I know that that's what you're interested in. And I thought maybe a Brazilian player might be able to actually be a good centre back. So I said Rafael Shit, but in fairness, he's shit by name, and he's just shit. So anyway, we're all thinking about you, and hope everything works out. Okay, talk to you later.
Hi Tom, Steve McVarnick here. Heard the news, obviously thinking about you, wishing you all the best, as we all are. In fact, it just goes to show how much we all think about you, that you managed to pull together this parcel of rogues that is Jim Craig Celtic Supporters Club to do these small series of videos. So apparently we have to pick our greatest ever Celtic 11 from 2000, or think about what you would pick. Joe Sweeney managed to gance that up by saying all-time Celtic 11, but I was told from 2000 onwards. So I have to pick the centre back. I would go for Bobo Balde, probably the greatest siege defender in recent memory, and that's up against the likes of Johan Mahalby and Yusuf Haran and Big Diedrich Boyata, but nobody got past Bobo. I know you probably go for somebody like Du Wei, the second greatest Chinese player ever to pull on the Celtic jersey. Receive bonus points if you can remember the name of the greatest ever Chinese Celtic player. Anyway, I'm just going to sign off and say, keep the faith, comrade. Take care.
Hey Tom, how's it going, buddy? Just a quick hello from me here in Armagh. I hope you're well. Sorry to hear things have been rough for you the last wee while, but you know, we're all thinking of you, we're all rooting for you, and especially all of us guys here in the club, sending all good positive vibes to you as much as we can, and we know you'll be okay. So listen, I think the guys had come up with an idea to put together a Celtic team of the 2000s. I think all the glamorous positions have gone at this stage, Tom, so I'm left with right back, but probably appropriate. That was my position in football, so you know I got to go with that. I think in fairness, I wanted me right back in the change rooms most of the time, but you know I persevered. And yeah, slogged and toiled in the old right back role. Anyway, right back, who would you go for? Who would we go for? We got Didier Gath, obviously a very strong candidate in the treble winning team from Martin O'Neill era. Very, very strong candidate. But personally, I had to go with the super sexy Swede, Michael Lustig. You know, big favourite of mine. Stalwart, has to be there. Treble. The Invincible years. The Rabona, the goal at Ibrox, the policeman's hat. What more can you say? I mean, as a cult hero, the guy has to get it for me. So that's who I go for, Michael Lustig. I know. I'm bypassing your hero, Paul Telfer. You know what can I say? What can I say? I mean, he was a great guy, great servant, but you know, just not doing it for me, man. Just not doing it for me. Mo Kamara. Yeah, I know he's up there in your top three as well, Tom, but, you know, again, what can I say? It's from the Armagh jury. Who else would you have had in there, Tom? You know, right out of left field. Chowdhury. You know, sorry about old Chowdhury, Tom, but it's not happening, dude. It's not happening. So for me, yeah, Michael Lustig all the way. So listen, don't know how that's going to fit in with the rest of the boys' selections because I haven't seen them all yet. But I'm sure Lustig will fit in any Celtic 11 from all down the years, and except for our own main man Jim Craig, of course. So listen, Tom, every good wish from me and all my family here in Armagh. We know you're a fighter, and we know you'll do your best to kick this thing in the backside. And if not, you have a big sister there that I know is more than capable of kicking it in the backside and kicking anything in the backside. So, Emma, just a job for you. I know all you hunters are fighters. So, listen, best wishes, Tom. All our love, and keep the faith, man. Hail, up the Celts. Good luck.
Alright, big man. It's a tricky thing being asked to pick a player from the last 20 years of all successful teams of Celtic. But for me, there's a player stands out. I discount the current players. They're still making their history. For me, you have to go for a Rolls Royce midfielder, a scorer of 35-yard crackers, and a European Cup winner debut, Mr. Paul Lambert, an absolute central midfield general. And if I had to think who you'd go for, Tom, you'd be looking for a central midfielder in a team that brought success to the club. And maybe your view of success isn't the boring view, which is trophies and cups, points, won in matches. You'd have went for a team that brought us success in terms of resilience, and dare I say, take it on the chin. So I'm sure you'd have plumbed for the Tony Mowbray star, who, no doubt, like yourself, used to listen to Celtic matches on the radio in the ghetto. Your choice, Tom, would be Landry and Guemo. Take it easy, big man. Keep the faith.
Alright, Tom, what's the crack? Just watching the Livy game tonight, and these Livy bastards. I'm just sitting here the normal way, lucky hat, my lucky shirt, my lucky wolf tones, graffitis on the wall, Tour 05, a wee beer, got Joe Sweeney on the mute, so all's good. Even got my wee lucky bowl of lemons. Anytime Eddie scores, I just fucking get one up and kick it into the TV. So I was just watching the game going, you know what we miss? That's a good bit of midfield creativity. no better than somebody just called Tom or Tomo, what do you think? So I was thinking, their own Tom Rogic, someone to give a bit of flair, a bit of accuracy from the wings or dead ball. And I thought, fucking Tommy Burns, Andy Tom, of course. Then I was going, no, the Tomahawk, no better, man. Left foot wizard, dead ball, get into these lively bastards. What do you think? And I thought, who would the real Tomo pick? Who would Big Tom Hunter pick? I know who he would pick. He would pick this crazy bastard, wouldn't he, Tomo? Crazy Tommy Gravison. And then I was going, do you know what? Tomo and Tommy Gravison have a lot in fucking common, don't they? They both came with a big reputation. Like, you think back, anytime we met Emma for a match, he's always talking about, gee, we need to get Tomo up here. Oh, Tomo would love this. Big Tomo, has to meet you boys. Fuck you, love Tomo. Exact same as Gravison, big reputation. I suppose he had a couple of good moments, he had a couple of big goals. Tomo, you had a couple of big, oi, he's alright, Gav Naz. He had a couple of them. And then I was like, no, actually, he's a bit of a one season wonder. He's posted missing all fucking time, really, wasn't he? Especially when it was your round or your turn to get the fucking Iron Brew in the morning when we were all dying. You were nowhere to be seen. So honestly, Tomo, best of luck. Big love, keep fighting the big fight. Once a Celt, Tomo, always a Celt. Good luck, my man. Bye.
Tom, how you doing? Aidan here. Listen, just a wee note just to say we're all thinking about you, man, all with you in this. And as we continue the Celtic 11 here, can't help thinking, what would Tom Hunter's choice be in the left wing? Probably a winger with a wee bit of skill about him and long flowing locks as he takes on the players. I think your choice, Tom, probably be Reggie Blinker, in fairness. Can't say he would make my team, Tom, but that's it. I would choose a different guy, different player altogether. One with a wee bit of skill as well, a bit of panache, long flowing locks, the full works, man. I think I'd be choosing this guy.
Hey Tom, Paddy McCourt here. Just a quick message to wish you all the best and let you know that we're all thinking about you and we wish you the best of luck. Hail.
Tom, Steve here. So I've got to come up with a striker. I know Sweeney will have gone for his big pal Sutton, but there really only is one candidate. And it's maybe not very original, but there only is one man. It has to be Henrik for me. 242 goals and 300 odd appearances. Golden Boot winner. It's got to be Henrik. But who would you choose? Well, I think it would have to be an Englishman. And I think it would have to be someone from your hometown, a fellow Cockney. I think it would have to be this man. Who could forget Carlton Cole's contribution to Celtic? He was at the club a total of, I think, about 8 months. Memorable goal against the mighty Stranraer in the Scottish Cup. So Tom, he's your man. Thinking of you, Tom. All the best. Hail, hail.
Alright, Tom. 3 Swinsters here, Saul, Maya and myself. Just want to give you a wee message to say all the best, mate. We were asked to come up with the second striker for the team. So I was giving that a bit of thought and I was thinking, who would Tom Hunter go for? Well, it would have to be someone that plays football the Celtic way to start with. And of course it would have to be an Englishman, an English international even. So you're thinking, could it be the man who scored the 3rd goal, I think, in the League Cup final, 2006? Big Ainsley, Big Dion Dublin? Fits all the criteria? No, not for us. Has to be the main man, Chris Sutton. Why Chris Sutton? Because he reminds me a lot of you, Tom. Someone that loves a good old debate, a bit of banter, likes to give the Rangers a bit of needle as well. Alright, mate. Best of luck. God bless. Swinsters.
Hey, it's Tom. So, the lads have all picked their 11 players from the recent decades, and it's fallen on me to pick the manager. Now, my first thought is, who would Tom pick? And I know you're a stats man. You'd be going 12 wins out of 13. What a solid start to a managerial career. You'd have your English rose tinted glasses on, and you'd be going Johnny Barnes. Not sure I'm going to be going Johnny Barnes. I'll go Martin O'Neill. He took over in 2000, re-energised the club, dragged it into this century. 5 seasons, 3 leagues, 3 Scottish Cups, a League Cup. Would have been a lot more had it not been for a certain club cheating. European nights, some great nights as a supporter. The whole Seville year, wow. So that's my choice, Martin O'Neill. It could even be in coming years that Neil Lennon, if he continues his current success, could even overtake from that. Another Irishman, how great would that be? But hey, that's my choice, Martin O'Neill. Tom, all the best. Talk soon. Bye.